was trying to get an interview with Steve McIntyre, but Big Mac, as they call him, or Big Steve, already took off for lunch, and I just missed him. And I was talking with a friend of mine who is staff on Wilkes-Barre Pens about the show I'm doing and all that other stuff. Would you want to talk to Bobby Farnham, he says. Heck yeah. Bobby Farnham just went with my buddy Jay Rosehill the night before, and Bobby Farnham's a good kid. He's a strong hockey player, and I didn't realize how many scraps this dude already got into until after I talked with him. I was surprised he slipped through my cracks. I actually mentioned that in there because somehow I just kind of missed him. But anyways, most people don't even know who he is, and I hope you do now because this guy is somebody to watch. There's a reason why my favorite line is called the grind line. Kirk Maltby, Kris Draper, Darren McCarty, or Joey Kocur, whichever way you want to look at it. And there's a reason why those guys have 4 Stanley Cup rings, because they did this intangible things. Right now, in modern today's hockey, you're going to call out people like, people like, if you're a Penguins fan, because we're speaking to a Penguin, if you're a Penguins fan, big Pens, you're gonna say Matt Cook, right? Obviously, right off the bat. And if you're a Red Wings fan like I am, you're gonna say Jordan Tutu. These guys are the people that everybody hates. You hear that name, fuck that guy. But the thing is, the reason why you're seeing that is because they're doing their job. Their job is to get under the skin of the other players, and that's a good part of it. And Bobby Farnham does a great job. And I hate rooting against for people that I like, and I really like Bobby Farnham, but I can't root for him when he's playing my Admirals. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my home team. If the Navy station me in freaking Wilkes-Barre Scranton, well, let's go Pens. But until then, let's go Admirals. But I'll tell you what, man. Thanks so much, Bobby, for being on the show. I really appreciate your time, and you pinched it in there really quick, and that was really, really good. God bless you, and I'll let you do, buddy. Hope to see you out there again. A real quick shout out to Chris Roop from Roop's Comics and Dean Van Ness from Van Ness's Time Out. Both are in Fremont, Ohio. I'm doing a comedy show, and by the time this gets published, I've already done it, probably in February 23rd at Fremont Eagles. And those guys were there to reach out and say, hey, do you want me to sell tickets for you? And God bless them. They did a good job. They helped me out. And I'll tell you what, man, I've never been taken care of more by a comic shop than Roop's Comics. So if you can go online, be friends with them. Just type in roopsworld.com or go there, check them out. Now, let's do this, hockey fans.
And we can go ahead and say who we have on the ice right now.
Farnham gives Wagner a little whack as the face-off is down. Meanwhile, McIntyre is out. He's trying to get LeBlanc to fight with him. First time we've seen McIntyre here in the period. Again, the Admirals are up by 3 goals right now. LeBlanc's not going to give McIntyre a chance to change the momentum. Meanwhile, LeBlanc and Rosehill whacking guys on the sidewall. Wagner grabs the puck. Wagner gets knocked down. Puck picked up. Rosehill shot turned away. Meanwhile, we've got a little scrap here on the sidewall and a couple of little wrestling matches going on. Now Farnham and Rosehill throwing punches up against the near side glass. Couple of big rights. Rosehill takes off the helmet of Farnham, hitting him 3-4 times in the back of the head. Tries to go to an uppercut. Farnham can't break free. Down he goes in front of the bench. Meanwhile, LeBlanc and McIntyre, their altercation turned into nothing more than a little wrestling match without any real punches. Although they're still grabbing onto one another as Farnham and Rosehill are sent to the penalty box.
Friends, fans, followers, leaders, and true believers, I'm here with
Bobby Farnham
with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. And man, I was watching you last night. It was a blast. I mean, you went up against my buddy Rosehill. That took a lot of balls in itself right at the end. I mean, what ramped that one up?
I don't know. It just, we went down 4-1 just after the timeout, trying to create something, get something going, and saw 2 guys. It was I think it was LeBlanc and Rosehill were both on Mac, and 2 against 1 just went in and grabbed him. And
that's one of the things too. Like basically getting into it in the game, you got to set that reset button, and try to get it back up. I mean, you guys had a good battle last night, going back and forth, and sometimes the pendulum swings the other way, and it wasn't in the favor for the Pens last night. But you know what? Who knows? Tonight's another day, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
What's one of the best things about being in the league right now for you?
I mean, it's a great league. It's been a great league all year. And I mean, the intensity and everything about this league is awesome. I'm just happy to be here, play the role I play, and try to help this team win. It's a great team, a great organization. It's nice to be a part of it.
Heck yeah. I mean, and the history behind, the Pennguins. I mean, all the way down. I mean, all the way from Mario Lemieux down to in my opinion, he could have been the greatest, if he didn't, so that has to be something right there, just being a part of that.
Yeah.
Where did you start off?
I didn't play junior. I played prep school, actually, back
really?
home, just north of Boston, at Phillips Andover, and played college hockey at Brown, and just last year had a couple short stints with Worcester and Providence, and then this year started the year in Wheeling, and now ended up in Wilkes-Barre.
That's awesome, man. About how many fights have you been in so far this year? Or is it just right when you need...
Overall, I think 15 or so.
15? Jesus Christ. I don't know how you slipped through my cracks.
In this league or something like that.
Yeah, because I follow all the enforcers and all that other stuff. I feel like an idiot right now. What are some of the best bouts that you've had?
I don't know. I mean, they're all different, and they're all, it's a lot different. I wouldn't exactly call myself an enforcer. An agitator is kind of, it's been termed, but it's some good ones. Fought a lot of different guys this year, a lot of different weights. Even like an Andy Mealy and Jeff Tate thrown in there. Guys who are skill guys too. So just I don't know. They've been kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it's like for me, I'm only 5'8". I weigh about 200 now. But like when I was a kid, I came in the Navy 16 years ago, right? I was like 5'8", 140 pounds, and it's just like. For us, the rite of passage, you got to get into it with the SEALs every once in a while in Puerto Rico years ago, and it's funny because it's just like you got to do what you got to do sometimes to make it and just stick around and hang with the people you hang with and keep you with the league, and so like where do you see yourself a couple years from right now?
I mean, I think my goal is the same as anyone's here.
Yeah.
Just try to play here and be the best at your role at this level, and then hopefully you make it to the next level. And that's all you can hope for, and just keep doing that every single night. Don't change the way you play, and just excel at what you do.
I'm not saying if you were anybody else. I just say if you could pattern yourself after somebody else, who would you say would best be? Who would best suit you? Like, who would be the guy that you're like, man, that's a badass person I'd really like to be like?
I mean, there's certain things from a lot of different guys that I like to. I guess I kind of a combination of a lot of different guys. I would say, but I like the hard-hitting type and fast, and, thing like that. That's that's kind of mimic the styles of guys like Dan Carcillo and Sean Avery and the agitator type stuff. Like watch stuff what they do to tee off the other team.
Just not in Calgary, right? No,
yeah.
Just kidding.
But not off the ice technically, but like this. Things like that, and get under the other team's skin and play fast, hard, physical, like Matt Cook, even like guys like that. Obviously, they're talented too, and they've been able to score a lot more than I have. But try to play that type of style.
I used to call Sean Avery Kirk Maltby on acid.
Yeah.
Who's probably like the best people you've played alongside with? And I'm sorry if I'm keeping it because I know you guys got to catch that.
Not at all.
So
I was in college. I played. We had quite a few guys who actually play in the NHL now. You got a guy like Aaron Bull-Patty, he's a tough guy for Vancouver. Harry Zolnarchuk played for Philadelphia. He's playing Adirondack right now. Ryan Garbett. Those are guys I played with in college, and some really good players.
Right on. So where were you born?
I was born in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Oh, sweet, man. Finally, a goddamn American. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding, man. My Canadian friends, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's one of the things, too. And being American in the league, do you face any adversity from some of the other players? Or?
I don't see it as that. I mean, I'm proud. Obviously proud of
where I come from,
everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't see any adversity from being an American league. I mean, obviously it's a league that's notoriously Canadian, but
yeah, definitely.
But definitely don't.
Because I remember listening to some of Chelios' stories about like when he used to play, and he'd play up in the league, and they give him a lot of shit because he's like, I have no FCC regulations, so say whatever you want, man. Yeah. You can tell mama jokes right now. So.
Yeah, no, it's just great, and I thought last night it was awesome, the national anthem, the way they did that and everything. That's great. that's really cool.
This is a big military town. The only reason I'm here is because military.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any charities or anybody like that you want to give a shout out to?
Well, we did this thing in college through an organization called Team Impact, where we adopt a child who has a life-threatening disease or illness, and we adopted a kid named Ethan Bairos to our team, kind of be a part of our team, and it was
awesome,
through the organization called Team Impact, and his mom started the organization Kids Kicking Cancer,
right.
And he just had his last chemo treatments. He's doing well, and that's definitely one organization to mention. And then another one is Just Cure Paralysis Foundation, which my two buddies started,
right.
And it's a pretty new organization up and coming, and it's to fight against paralysis and helping people who are paralyzed get what they need and that kind of thing. And those are a couple of organizations that that I feel close to.
One of the things too, and I'll plug mine too, is the Navy SEAL Foundation. It's for whenever we have anybody that passes away and attached to special warfare, what happens is that the time between they pass away and the time between the government cuts them a check, and there's a lag. There's no money. So that's what we do is we help those guys, or that's what they do, I should say. They help those guys out in the meantime. I'm not keeping you. Am I?
Not at all. No,
right, thanks, brother.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'm in the middle of Lone Survivor right now. Actually,
oh, really?
Funny. Yeah, you mentioned just started reading that book.
Yeah, it's some tough stuff. Well, for us, a lot of times, I used to do a lot of convoys all over Iraq and stuff like that. And when we get out there, we hit the road, we know we're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, for you guys, being an agitator, because you want to steer away from the enforcer, but being an agitator, is there ever any games where you might have a sleepless night prior to, or is there anything that's kind of tough because you're going to face that kind of adversity the next day?
It's one of those things where you're going to have to go out there and stir stuff up. That people are going to be coming after you and type that you think about it, it's in the back of your mind, but at the same time, in between games, I try not to even bother thinking about it. It's your role. It's natural to me.
Yeah.
So in between games, instead of letting it fester and bother you, just go out and play. And that's when I play my best. When you just go out and you just give it your best, and then that's all you can do.
Yeah, it's for us, it's fuck, this is gonna suck. And then you hit the road, you're like, oh, let's go, let's rock and roll.
No.
But we're getting the wrap it up sign.
Yeah,
so hey man, I really appreciate you doing this.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
But yeah, man, freaking good luck tonight. Not too much, because
Yeah.
I got to root for the home team because I'm
Absolutely.
stationed here. Dude, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Are you trying to play a little bit of role of the instigator to get under the other team's skin for this team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just kind of naturally, I like to mix it up, and I play in your face. That's just my style of play, and I like to get under the other team's skin a little bit, and then nights like tonight, it's worth it because we beat them. Mm-hmm. So they can't say anything after the game, but I guess you could say it in a way, be a little instigator.
Standing liquor.